Now the next thing we're going to do is add a little more color to Grandma's cheeks, and we're going to whiten up Mom and Aunt Gail's teeth. So we're going to zoom in just a little bit, hopefully. And to add a little bit of color, we're going to use sponge, but this time we're going to set it to saturate. I'm going to make sure that it's got a soft edge. We're going to make it quite a bit bigger. So it kind of covers the apple area of her cheek, and we're just going to click once. And then that just gives her a little bit more color. Now, if you think that looks like too much, we can back out. Decrease the flow a little bit. So maybe make it 50% instead of 100%. And then you can do it again. Just lessens the effect, makes it a little bit more subtle. Okay, so you'll have to kind of judge based on, the image that you're using. I actually like it at 50% better, a little bit more subtle looking. Then we're going to turn on the dodge tool, and we're going to adjust the teeth. Now, this is something you have to be really careful with because many people overdo it. In fact, if you haven't made a copy of the background, I definitely would do it at this point. So if we duplicate the background here, that way, if you mess this up, you can delete, the layer and you still have the other one. Because quite often people overdo this. So we're going to decrease the size so it just kind of covers the tooth. And then we're just going to click here a couple times. But you don't want to overdo this. If you overdo it, it will look like the tooth is glowing. Now, right now it's working on shadows. I'm going to switch it to midtones, because most teeth are going to have more of the color in the midtone range. Okay. So at this point, that is enough. I'm not going to do any more. And we'll get her a little bit on the midtones. I don't think I'm going to do any more on here either. I don't want it to look like their teeth are glowing. And hers are almost too much. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad. You'll know if you overdo it because it will literally look like their teeth are glowing, not the look that you want. Okay, so be very careful if you're using Dodge. And for the teeth, you can do shadow, but I would probably stick with midtone just because that is where most of your image range of colors are going to be.